𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗧 Kenya coalition party leader Raila Odinga wants the Supreme Court to strike out a petition filed by former Gatundu South MP Moses Kuria seeking dismissal of his suit against election of William Ruto as president. In a one-line response to Mr. Kuria's petition, Mr. Odinga said the Supreme Court does not have the powers to hear and determine the issues of election offences raised by Mr. Kuria against him. The lawyer stated that he will raise a preliminary objection against Mr. Kuria's petition when the matter will be called out for hearing. Mr. Kuria, who is 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 party leader, together with former Mbia South MP Jeffrey filed the petition urging the apex court to throw out Mr. Odinga's suit on grounds that he was involved in election malpractices. The two ex-MPs claimed that Mr. Odinga through his chief agents led by 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 𝗡𝗲𝗀 and others caused violence at the National Tallying Centre, Bomas. The prayer of the two outgoing lawmakers is based on claims of violence and election offences that occurred at Bomas of Kenya ahead of declaration of Dr. Ruto as president-elect. The pair argued that Mr. Odinga and his 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 party caused the violence and thus should not be granted the orders for invalidation of Dr. Ruto's election and repeat of the presidential poll. They claimed that Mr. Odinga's chief agent at the National Tallying Centre Mr. 𝗓𝗲𝗀 and another agent, Narok Senator-elect 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 gained access to the podium and threatened and physically assaulted the chairman of the Electoral Commission Wafula Chebukati. He stated that Mr. 𝗓𝗲𝗀 and Mr. 𝗔𝗕𝗀𝗪 kept shouting and barring the presidential returning officer from performing his duty of declaring the election results. He further said that the violence prompted the chairman of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, to declare the presidential results under heavy security. The two outgoing MPs urged the Supreme Court to issue a declaration that Mr. Odinga's direct or indirect actions at the presidential election tallying centre were aimed at obstructing IEBC from executing its lawful duties. They also asked the court to find that Mr. Odinga and the 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 party were in violation of the Constitution, the Elections Act and the Code of Electoral Conduct. Also sought is a declaration that Mr. Odinga and his political outfit are not entitled to benefit from any reliefs sought in the Elections Court by virtue of having allegedly breached the Electoral Code of Conduct. The petitioners allege that the 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧 leaders directly or indirectly participated or condoned electoral malpractice of obstructing IEBC.